Hey guys, yeah, welcome to, I was about to say day 4, but it's day 5. Day 5 of my 7-day YouTube challenge. Getting to day 5 has actually been pretty good, except for the fact that it's now day 5 and I haven't made a video yet, and it's about 9:30, but in my defence, I got home at like 9. Against my defence, I only went out at like 5, at like 3:30, so I did have the whole of the morning / afternoon to make a video, and I did not because I was watching The Flash, and now I am 3 parts deep into, what's it called? Save this for in a minute, because I got home and I was like, right, I have to make a YouTube video because, well, that's the challenge. The challenge is that I have to make one every day, and I haven't made one yet today. But I wasn't actually feeling like thinking about making a video and blah blah blah. So I was like, I'll just talk about anything random, because the rule is that I have to make a video today and post it, edit it and post it, but it doesn't say it has to be any good. So I came up to my room about 10 minutes ago. I sat down and I looked in my room and I saw this. So what we're gonna do is the stupidest video idea I ever thought of, but it's just so I have something to post today. And that is talking to you about anything and everything. The FaceTime vibes when you FaceTime your friends. Not that my friends ever FaceTime, because we're more of a voice note people. This is all stuff I should be saving for in a second when I start the video. But I have to talk until I solve this. So this might take me, I'm not very fast at solving these sorts of things. Like, I can solve a Rubik's Cube and I can solve this, whatever it's called, 12-sided one. Not very fast, because I'll be talking to you and being aware that there's a camera on me. It might go even slower. Yeah, I'm gonna start now. This is really weird because I'm trying to hold it up to the camera, but holding it up to the camera makes it harder for me to, it puts it in shadow because the light is coming on it this way. It's okay, I'll figure this out. Okay, so now I've started. And I have to talk, that's part of the rules. So, let me talk. Right, so I was watching The Flash, and I'm on season 6, and where's this going? Awesome. And I've got to the crisis part. For anyone that's seen The Flash, I'm on the crisis part, where it's a crossover episode. So it's basically the biggest crossover episode between like the different Arrowverse stuff. But I quite like the crossovers, except for the fact that I've only been watching The Flash. So let me make sure I keep holding this up to the camera. And because I've only been watching The Flash, I don't really know the other characters that well. I know Oliver, like, as the Arrow a little bit, just because he's been in quite a few Flash episodes, and the others, etc, etc. But my problem is that because I live in the UK, I'm watching The Flash on ITVX, the streaming service, which luckily also has the Arrow, or I don't actually know what it's called, and Supergirl. But the problem is it doesn't have all of them, and because I don't know how I feel about the fact that they split the crossover episodes across, like, different TV shows, because then you have to go to different TV. So I'm watching The Flash up until I get to a point and it's like part 3, and then I have to go back to find the other parts, to find the rest of the big crossover stuff that I want to watch. But I had to do it with the Crisis on Earth X, and now I'm on Crisis on Infinite Earths. So, like, I know where to find the other ones. YouTube. Because I don't have, I think it's Batwoman or Batgirl, I don't actually know what the TV show's called, and the Legends TV show, which I don't have access to. So that's kind of sad, but I've been watching it anyway. I'm very interested to see what the rest of season 6 of The Flash is. I'm quite intrigued, because obviously usually they spend the whole season building up to, like, defeating the big bad, except this season the whole thing that they've been focused on is the fact that Barry was going to die in the crisis, and now the crisis is happening like mid-season. I say I don't know what the rest of the season is going to be about. It's going to be about that guy, I don't know how to describe him. What's his name? Ramsey or whatever. The doctor who's basically turned himself into some sort of zombie, and he thinks that he can give everyone immortality by giving them this weird gooey zombie life with his blood, his gooey blood. Oh, his dark matter. It was dark matter. He mixed dark matter with his blood and blah 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 blah. I love how I don't know how many of nobody really watches my YouTube videos, and the people that do are probably my friends. And I don't know if any of them have seen The Flash, so they're not going to know what the hell I'm talking about, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that I keep talking until I solve this. I've got the white side. I've got one face, and I've got like all of these bits aligned to the right colours, and now again I can't see the colours. This is the main reason this is harder than a normal Rubik's Cube, is because it's not that it's that much harder, like it's not that much trickier, it's just that there's more of it, and it's harder because there's more colours, and it's harder to find all the pieces because there's so many things. It's not like if you can solve a Rubik's Cube and you understand how that works and you've learnt the algorithms and whatever, you can do the same for this. It's not that much harder, it just takes more time because there's a lot more faces and a lot more colours, and I can't find any of them. Here we go. Start with the green and the purple, and I've got the green and purple here. Keep talking about the Flash. Well, I kind of did my whole speech about why it annoyed me, or why it annoys me that the different crossovers, the different parts are in different TV shows. That was the main thing I wanted to talk about because that's so annoying. Oh my gosh, I know what I can say. Not the crossovers. So I was saying how the crossovers don't mean that much to me because I've only seen The Flash, and because I'm not that invested in the storylines of Supergirl and the Arrow and everyone else. Although, where is Felicity in this? She's not shown up in all the characters that are in the Arrowverse that aren't in Flash. Felicity Smoke is the one who's my favourite, I think, and that's obviously because she kind of shows up in Flash quite early on, so you get to know her, and her and Barry are good friends. I don't know where she's gone, and that's because I haven't been following like the Arrow TV show or anything, but obviously they have references to all the other shows, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. But the bits that I did appreciate was Tom Welling's little cameo when they were going to the other Earths to find the different Supermen. Although at the moment I'm at the bit where Earth 1 is the only one left, so she's basically dead right now. I have a feeling that they'll find a way to reverse it because it would be weird if they didn't. It's a superhero show, they're meant to save people. And Kara right now has no Earth, and she's very fixated on getting back her Earth and all the people that they lost. Green and red. Can anyone see? The green and red. What else? I might have to pause for a second so I don't run out of storage, because this video is almost 8 minutes long at this point. But I don't really want to edit this video too much because I want you to see all my twists and turns. Not that you can see because it's facing towards me. All my twists and turns on this. At the moment, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm linking all of these pieces together. So what I've got is the blue to the red here, the red to the green to the purple, and now I've got to get the purple and the yellow and the blue. So can I see any of the other pieces? That's purple and the blue. Did I say that was one, or the yellow? I think it was the yellow and the wait. Purple and yellow. Let's look for that one. So here I've got yellow and the green, but that's this one. That's not the right. That is not the ones connected to the white. Okay, I'm just going to have to do this not looking at the camera because I can't see. Oh, yellow and purple. We'll start with that. Bring that down to the yellow and the purple. And then we have it here. So I'm trying to put it in this gap here. And I have to look at it to know what I'm doing. This is not a tutorial by any means because you literally can't see the cube. It's not even a cube, it's a dodecahedron or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I don't want to spend the whole time talking about the Flash, but that's basically what I've been doing. The reason for this video is that I don't want to give up on my 7-day challenge. Especially because on Sunday I actually have, I don't have Saito or anything. So I feel like I want to actually do some sort of interesting video on Sunday, because the point of this challenge was to try to force myself to create something every day. And whilst I have been doing that, they've been like the randomest videos. Monday was good. The rest of them, I feel like they were just videos because I had to post videos, and this is the most video because I had to post a video. It's literally nothing interesting, but no one's gonna watch it anyway, so I don't really care. Where am I now? Purple. Where's all the colours that I need? This is gonna take longer than I thought because I'm gonna need to get another light in here because I cannot see. Yeah, I cannot see. So it's taking me longer because I cannot see. Purple, purple, purple. Should I tell you what I'm doing? Oh, damn it. Damn it. What I am doing is, now that I've got like all of these bits, I'm trying to basically finish the stars on each of these sides. So for example, I just put, it's not in place, but I just put this purple bit here, and now I want to get the other purple bit there. I've got the yellow here, and you want to connect them to the right pieces. And I don't think I've got any of the rest of them, but there's just so many colours that it's hard to tell. Pause. Whilst I was trying to set up a second ring light, I knocked this one off. And while I say set up, I just needed to plug it in because I just need some extra light. It doesn't need to, oh, there we go. This is probably really bad lighting video-wise, but for me, I need it to see the cube. So, I'm gonna have it here with me. Nope, actually, it can come upwards, and then that's a bit better. I'm not sure. It probably looks weird on the video. I actually might, I didn't want to edit this too much because I wanted you to see what I was doing every step of the way, but it's actually going to end up being like 20 minutes long because it's already 10 minutes long. So I might have to cut bits out. Okay, this is better because I can see the green. The green wants to go here. Yeah, is there another green? Let me do the other green. Okay, we've got the green star. Purple. Oh, we've got the blue one too. I didn't realise, and they're connected. Okay, let me do the purple one because I've already got one of the purple ones. The other purple one is up here, and it is going to be going there. Okay, good. Purple, and whilst you keep the other ones intact, because as you see, the green and the purple are on this same face, and I need to keep them intact. Right, red, red. And you see, as I moved for the red, I've moved these out the way, so I want to make sure that I put them back in the right place. And let's do that now before I forget. And then I can twist the red and hope that goes right. Did that go right? It did go right. What else can I talk about? Let me talk about my YouTube channel for a second, because if anyone is actually watching this, comment random video ideas of what I should do. Even though that's my job to think of video ideas. But I just think it's sometimes nice to make people comment. Like and comment and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Because at the moment, all I post is vlogs. Because I think it's just because vlogs are the easiest thing to make. I broke the purple. Because you don't have to do much. Oh, I fixed it. Because you don't have to do much thinking. You just video what you've been doing in that day, and then you edit it all together. In terms of what I watch on YouTube, I like video essays because I like learning about stuff and I like hearing what other people think about things. So I feel like that could be a thing that I should try and get into, but it just takes more preparation. And even though I have the time to do that, I think it's that every time I decide to make a video, I want to make it quick. It's like every time I start a crochet project, they're mostly quite small because I want to get it done fast, even though I spend a lot of my time crocheting and I could invest a chunk of my time into making like something good. I end up just making like lots of little things because I want the project to be over faster. So I think in the future I might try and... The other thing about video essays is that once you post a video essay about a topic, it's kind of like your feelings on that topic are like being put out into the universe, and that's a lot more scary than just doing a vlog. The other thing is comedy. I'm aware that this lighting is really bad because of this, but otherwise I actually can't see the cube. The other thing is comedy videos, because I actually quite like watching comedy videos, but because I feel like there's a lot of comedians doing the same sort of thing, as in stand-up comedy, like videos, as in, I don't know, things that are meant to be relatable but with a comedic twist. I feel like there's so many people doing stuff like that that is not like what's the point, but sort of what would I say that no one else had says. So I feel if I'm going to make some sort of comedy video, I need to figure out my own spin on it. And the problem is you learn by doing. So really what I should do is just start making other videos. But again, that takes the sort of preparation that I have not prepared for right now, especially not in my trying to make and edit videos in one day challenge. It's now almost 10 o'clock and I need to hurry up. And I keep holding this down here and I'm aware that's not in the frame. So I'm going to adjust myself and my seating position so you can actually see me solve. I'm going to just put all of this in like 2 times speed. Me hugging a ring light. Actually, this is actually great for me. Bad for the video, great for me. That's not how YouTube should work. The other thing, I say the other thing as if there's a list of things. This is just a list of things that I keep remembering wanting to talk about and not knowing who to talk to them. Not knowing who to talk to about them. What am I talking about? My point there was I feel like there's a lot of stuff that says, and to be fair, it's probably a bit true, about like if you're starting with YouTube, you need some sort of niche or some sort of thing that people know you for, because otherwise people aren't going to like subscribe and not going to follow you along. But at the moment I'm kind of just doing it for me and my friends, like the people that I didn't realise people enjoyed my videos until people actually told me that, and then I'm like, great, you're my friend, you know me in real life, of course you're more likely to be invested in my vlogs than any other random person who doesn't know me, because you do know me. What was my point? My point was that, where does this piece go? My point was that right, sorry, I got distracted trying to get this bit in, but look at that. Sometimes maybe I don't want to knuckle down into one sort of niche so far. I want to make the videos that I want to make, and I guess it's fine because I'm like exploring the content that I want to create. But if once I've figured out what content I want to create, what if it's all over the place? What if I just want to do whatever I want to do? And on one hand it's like, yeah, you can do that, maybe you won't get as many views, but just make your peace with that. But then on the other hand, it's like, it's okay to want to make stuff and want people to watch it, because otherwise I'm spending ages on making YouTube videos, and if no one's watching them, that is just the bottom line is that's kind of sad, isn't it? Sad for me putting all the effort for no one to watch it. But then sometimes, like this weird video, that could be a blessing in disguise. That is the other thing. I have to stop saying that phrase, because what is the thing? People act like starting out, it's like starting new things, when you start something and you're bad at it, especially if it's something on social media, that's a bad, or you start something and you're getting no views, that's a bad thing. But it's actually a good thing, because when you start something you're probably going to be bad at it, and if no one's watching you be bad, that's good. That's a good thing. People only watch you when you get better, and then it's like, well, you haven't embarrassed yourself now. I am though, because I can't do this. What is happening? I thought this would be a good video idea because I know that I can solve one of these, but it's taking me forever. I'm gonna have to do another pause in a minute. Let me just get got another bit. This is where I'm up to so far. I've made progress. If I were to hold it like that, I've got this piece here and these pieces here to fill in. No, those were, yes. Okay, there's 4 pieces I need to get. Let me start with this green and purple one. Green and purple, or maybe not, because I don't know where it is. Oh, it's here. Okay, starting with the green and purple, we are twisting it up here. This is where it needs to go. Putting it back. Twisting it round. Aha, that's what I wanted to do. Now where am I? Oh, now I've lost the red. That's not good. Where's the red? Okay, we'll come back to the red. Blue? No, there's not the light blue. Or yes, the light blue. Yes, the light blue. Ahaha! Now I have got 6 of the sides. If that was a Rubik's Cube, that would be done. Now I've just got to do the other 6 sides. And so now that I've done half, I'm going to go back to talking about The Flash because I remembered something. I say The Flash again, it's the crossover crisis episodes. So I said Tom Welling was a fun cameo, but that kind of makes sense. And then later on, guess who showed up? This was a funnier cameo because I was not expecting it in the slightest whatsoever, blah, 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 blah. Lucifer Morningstar. Well, Tom Ellis as Lucifer, because I guess at some point in my life I had heard that like Lucifer as a show was part of the DC universe, but I guess that I don't think of Lucifer when I think of DC, because why would you? Because I'm not that big of a... I say I'm not that big of a DC fan. All the DC stuff I've seen I've actually really enjoyed. It's just that I don't have a big DC knowledge. I'm not a very... I would get called a fake fan if I claim myself to be a fan, but I enjoy it. I'm a DC enjoyer so far. I will be a fan when I know more about it. This is going better. This is going better, guys. Do you know what song I've been really obsessed with recently? All Star by Smash Mouth. And it's just one of those songs that I feel like everybody likes. It's sort of a meme song as well. But it's actually really good. It's actually really good. No, I mean, it's actually quite profound if you think about it too hard, as one might do if you are me, Rebecca Clarke-Irons. All that glitters is gold. Actually, all that glitters is gold is not is a fun lyric, but it's not particularly intriguing. Only shooting stars break the mold, as in you're not, like, aim high, be bold, do interesting things. Okay, all I have to do now is get these so this one aligns, but the rest of them don't. So now that I've got the star on top, I need to get these ones to align, and then they get the corners in the right place. So this video is almost done. Well, I say that, this is actually the hardest part of the process, especially because I always forget the algorithms. I think it's like that. Let's see what we have. Only shooting stars. Actually, I have no idea what YouTube's copyright laws are like on music. So I usually just avoid using music that could be copyrighted. Copyright? That could whatever's. But I just use copyright-free music. I don't know how singing works with that, because if you're singing the song, I feel like if you're not singing a very good rendition of the song, they should give you a pass, right? Also, I think there's something to do with the amount of time that you play the song for. I don't know about that. Where's this going? This is why it's the trickiest part, because I remember that this is the algorithm you have to do, but I can't remember how you're meant to do it or how long you're meant to do it for, because I've got the blue and I've got the green, but I haven't got the rest of them, because I forget, like, how it goes. Copyright. But if I were... And at the moment, I'm not too worried about copyright, because the only problem with copyright is if you could get demonetized from it, because it's like you're not meant to earn money off of other people's things, which makes sense. But because I'm just posting YouTube videos for fun and I do not have enough subscribers or views or anything like that to be monetized as a YouTuber, I don't need to worry about demonetization because I'm not getting paid for it anyway. Only shooting... Okay, stop singing. That is your problem. Ah! Ooh. Well, I've got the orange and the... I thought I cracked the code, but I think I actually haven't. Because now I've got the orange and the blue, but I don't have the green anymore. Oopsies. It's changed. What's it doing? It's moving these ones around. So I think I want to do this. So essentially, if you are watching this video and you're not enjoying it, you will enjoy the rest of them more, because the rest of them will have more purpose and more meaning and be more entertaining, because at the moment I've just talked about a bunch of sporadic things. Oh no, I just messed up. Okay, good. I realised that I did the algorithm wrong, and I was like, let me undo what I did before I actually have to mess up and have to start again, because that would be the most tragic thing in the world. Can I tell you something else that was really random in Flash? After Flashpoint, you know how everything changed after Flashpoint? I actually thought they were going to undo more of that, but it makes sense that they didn't, because it's like Barry had to learn to live with his mistakes and the things that he changed. But the fact that, like, I was so offended that, like, there was another CSI in his office and he had to, like, cooperate. He had to work with someone else. Which, now that I say it back, I'm laughing, because it's like, Barry Allen is a grown man. He can deal with, I mean, I know they weren't friends in the at first, but he can deal with having to work with someone else. He knows how to share. But the fact that it was Tom Felton was just so funny to me. And obviously, because you're not meant to like him in the beginning, I didn't like him in the beginning. I was like, why is Tom Felton in my Flash? But then obviously he grows on you. And now that there's another British character on the show further down the line, all I can think about is Tom Felton. And now I have to say goodbye. And now let me get rid of this extra light that's being really weird for lighting. Now it's done, I have to stop, because the title of this video is what I'm going to put, is going to be Talking Until I Solve a Rubik's, whatever the name of this is. So goodbye. Thanks for coming to day 5 of my 7-day YouTube challenge.